Hello, 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 hello. My name is Dr. Terry Alford. I'm known as the Women's Wealth Strategist, and I specialize in helping business owners attract abundance and retire wealthy. And on today, I am going to share the 21 Attract Abundance affirmations that grew my company by 80%. Yes, our revenue grew from 2024 to 2025 by 80%. And I do believe that these 21 affirmations made a big difference. Now, of course, they did not make a big difference on their own, but they contributed to the up leveling of my mindset, my money, and my movement. So, if you want to learn more, make sure you stay tuned. If you are watching the replay, type hashtag replay in the comment section. Now, I also want to share that if you have never ever heard of the Attract Abundance Conference, then let me tell you about this thing. So, the Attract Abundance Conference and Gala is an event that you do not want to miss. Every October, the women of the Business Women Building Wealth community, we get together and we celebrate each other and we focus even more on our mindset, our money, and our movement. Women have come into the room and have met their ideal clients, their next business coaches, like people that they wanted to partner with. And every time somebody has decided to become a sponsor of the Attract Abundance Conference, they have walked away with an incredible return on their investment. Well, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I implemented was enough mindset work and not just strategies. Now, every year we focus on strategies, we focus on financial strategies. And last year we definitely focused on a lot of the internal work that it takes in order to be a true woman who is building wealth beyond her prayers, building wealth beyond what has been built in her family before. And so we have to do some internal work. And so even now, as we prepare for the 2026 October Attract Abundance Conference, we start working on our marketing. And I just want to show you all how every year we have a book. We have a workbook, right? We have ads and so forth in the book. We have incredible content. But if you take a look at the workbook from the first year here, gorgeous book, right? And then you look at the book from the second year, you can see a difference. You can see a difference in me. You can see a difference in the number of partnerships and sponsorships that we've accumulated. You can see a difference in the thickness of the content that has been created and just up leveling the experience overall. So this year, of course, we are up leveling the experience. But one thing that is constant is I make sure that my women and men, because some men do come too, have the Attract Abundance affirmations. And I am going to share with you these affirmations because when I came up with these affirmations in 2024, I did it for me, but I also wanted to make sure it was a part of our mantra at the Attract Abundance Conference. And I also wanted to make sure it was a part of my life because I didn't want to just share with people, hey, you should implement these affirmations in your morning routine or your evening routine, and I wasn't doing the same amount of work. So I came up with these affirmations and I started to say these affirmations again and again. I started to believe these affirmations, and I actually saw that my average sale became higher. Like our numbers last year were incredible. Like we grew substantially within 1 year. My company's revenue grew by 80% while a lot of other people were closing down their doors in business. People were quitting, they were going into other industries, they were going back to a 9 to 5, and we were growing. I expanded my team. I have part-time assistants, I have full-time assistants, I have 1099 self-employed contractors. Like we were able to do so much in a year, and we know we're going to do even more this year. So without further ado, I want to give you these 21 Attract Abundance affirmations, and I want to challenge you to repeat them as I share them, okay? Repeat them. And if you want a copy of them, just type the word affirmations in the comment section of this video, and I will make sure you have a link so that we can actually give you all of these affirmations so that you can print them. You can put them in your prayer closet. You can put them in your office. You can put it on your bathroom mirror. Like, Gabrielle Union on Being Mary Jane, wherever you need to put these affirmations, you can put them there and start moving differently and attracting more abundance, because as we are business women building wealth, we want to build wealth, and we want to be careful about how we're utilizing our money and how we're buying assets and how we're investing our money. But sometimes we need to make more money in order to invest more and to get the return on our investments. And so I want to give you these affirmations that I still say to this day. And I'm going to give them to you in order. And again, if you want a copy of these, then just type the word affirmations below, or send me the DM the word affirmations, and we will make sure that you get a link so you can get a copy of these. Okay. So repeat after me. The first one is, my brilliance is worth millions. My brilliance is worth millions. I had to really accept that before I truly raised my prices, because I'm a business coach as well. I had to accept that before I start turning down certain opportunities that were no longer aligned to where my business is and where my business was going and how my business was growing. I had to realize that my brilliance is worth millions. And so I have to be a great steward of my time, not just my resources. Right? I had to realize that while some people are like, oh, she's just an insurance agent, she does insurance. No, no. I do more than insurance, but there's nothing wrong with being an insurance agent. But my brilliance is worth millions, because one thing I know is the only people who I hear say life insurance is a scam are broke people and broke-minded people. I've been around millionaires and billionaires, and guess what? They all have substantial life insurance. They use life insurance to pay off estate taxes. They use life insurance to become their own bank. They use life insurance for a number of reasons. So me being able to show them investment grade life insurance is like one of the many things that I know how to do that is worth millions. Number two, I may not have come from millions, but millions may come from me. If you are the first millionaire in your family, put first millionaire in the comment section. You may be the first millionaire. You may be the first person who have $1 million as a net worth. Maybe your company has $1 million in revenue. I know my agency has a few million in production, and I'm the first person in my family to do it. And that is okay. That is okay. You may not come from millions, but millions can definitely come from you if you believe it. So now you don't have to feel like, oh my goodness, I'm alone. Nobody in my family understands. It's okay. They're not supposed to understand because they don't have the same calling that you have. So guess what? You need to get around millionaires and people who come from millions, and people who have millions around them and who talk in terms of millions, in order for it to be a comfortable conversation. I had lunch with a few gentlemen a few weeks ago, actually, and they were speaking about a producer that produced about $430 million. Yeah, he has $430 million in assets under management. I was literally at the table with people, and we were speaking about millions the way many people speak about thousands. Do you understand? The way people speak about hundreds, we're speaking about millions. And so you become more comfortable talking about millions when you're around people who talk about millions on a daily basis. So if you have not heard me say this before, it's time for you to get into some more circles. If you only stay within the same group and you're the smartest person in the group, you're the wealthiest person in the group, you're the most intelligent person in the group, like, you're not growing as much as you can grow. You're in certain spaces in certain places for certain reasons, and it's okay to move around. So again, I may not come from millions, but millions will come from me. Shout out to my sister April, the first doctor in our family. And I will say, I do specialize in helping the Henrys, those who are high income earners, but not rich yet. Somebody has to do it first. Will it be you? If it is you, just know you don't have to be alone. You got to get around men and women like the people that's going to be at the Attract Abundance Conference. So shameless plug, make sure you get your ticket at attractabundanceconference.com. Okay, number three, I deserve all of the money that I'm going to make this year and next year. I've been working days, nights, weekends. Y'all, let me tell you something about me. I've been working a quote unquote real job since I was 15 years old. I had my first job at Chick-fil-A. I've been working since I was 15. I am a healthy 35 right now. Okay, that's 20 years. I have to sit and think, I've been working for 20 years. I deserve all the money that I'm going to make this year and next year. Yes, this year and next year. That's an affirmation. Number 4, my business is thriving and I am constantly achieving new levels of success every year, every month, no matter what the numbers look like. I know I am achieving another level of success because even in the last few months where my production may have slowed down, guess what? I still made revenue without being in office the entire time. I was out of the country. I was out of office. I was dealing with family. I did a lot of stuff within the first few months of this year. And guess what? Even though my revenue may be different, even though the production numbers may be different, I still operated in a different way, and I have still been thriving because of a lot of the money that has come in from other sources of income, from affiliate marketing, from overrides and spreads from the agency that I am running. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at God. So he has literally been showing me that everything that I do is tied to these affirmations. And these affirmations are manifesting themselves in my life and in my business every single year. So again, number 4, my business is thriving and I am constantly achieving new levels of success. It's a new level of success when you out of office and you still get paid. You're sick and you still getting paid. You're in Europe and you still getting paid. That's another level of success. Number 5, I attract opportunities, ideal clients, and partnerships that elevate my business. I don't just look for people I want to partner with. There are people out there looking for me. And when we find each other, we seal the deal. I attract opportunities and ideal clients and partnerships that elevate my business. While I'm checking them out, they're checking me out. Hey, y'all. Hey, ideal clients. Hi, ideal partners. I know you're watching. You may not like or comment on the video, but I know you're watching. Number 6, I trust my instinct and make smart decisions for my business. One thing that I've learned about decision making from ultra wealthy people is that they do not take a long time to make a decision. Procrastination is of the devil, and they know for a fact if it is time for something to happen, they make a decision and they make that decision quickly. One of my favorite podcasters was speaking the other day, and I was listening to her, and she shared that one of the things that stopped her business from growing the way that it could was her delaying firing people that should have been fired a long time ago. It made her top performers not feel appreciated and not want to stay. So she was risking her best staff because she was procrastinating and getting rid of her worst staff. See, when you are a business owner, you have to trust, and you are attracting abundance and you have an abundant mindset. You can't operate with the lack mindset. That's why number 6 is so important. I trust my instincts. If it feels right, do it. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. You have to trust your instinct. And if you are a child of the Most High and you believe in the God that I believe in, the Holy Spirit is within you and he will share with you when something is not right. You go with that feeling, you trust that feeling, and you move accordingly. Number 7, I am a magnet for wealth and prosperity. This is one of my favorites. I can remember in 2024 when I first started sharing these affirmations, I was overwhelmed. I felt overwhelmed. And the only thing I could do to sleep off, to like get rid of this feeling of like overwhelmment, anxiety, fear, because I could feel the overflow coming. I could feel the growth happening, and I just did not feel like I had enough capacity to handle everything that was coming. And I said, you know what, if I could just get a large enough commission to where I could take a few days out of office to think and work, that would be great. I literally was overwhelmed. I said, I'm going to bed. But I remember saying, I'm a magnet for wealth and prosperity. And when I said that before I went to bed, I got awakened out of my sleep by a phone call from a client that was like, Terry, I am ready. Let's move this money. And that at that point in time was more than enough of what I needed to feel comfortable to shut my calendar down and to just focus on the business and not have to focus so much in the business so I can prepare for the overflow. Y'all, that was in fall of 2024, which is what helped make 2025 as big as it was. And I'm telling y'all, before I went to sleep, I actually said, I'm a magnet for wealth and prosperity. I'm going to sleep. God, I'm going to give this to you, and I know you know what to do. And it was the best thing ever. Sometimes you just got to leave things at the altar. Not everything that you leave it at the altar is bad, is sad. Sometimes you got to leave the good stuff at the altar. God, my business is growing. My visibility is growing. My reach is growing. My calendar is growing. But what is not growing is my capacity. And I need to know which way to go. Sometimes you got to leave that at the altar and say, you know what? I'm a magnet for wealth and prosperity. I'm not going to be overwhelmed. I'm not going to miss out on sleep. I'm going to bed and I'm going to leave the rest up to the Lord. And we're going to pick this up tomorrow. When you have an abundant mindset, you're going to sleep. You're going to rest. You're going to take vacations. You're going to take sabbaticals. Who am I talking to on tonight? If this is good, put a "this is good" in the comment section. If I am speaking about something you needed to hear, I want you to put "I needed to hear this" in the comment section. Number 8, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I dare not worry about a dollar because I know at any point in time, money is going to come into my account because money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Number 9, I am open to receiving limitless abundance. Too often, people will give us an opportunity to get paid and we say, no, don't worry about paying me. I'm good. I don't need a paycheck for that. Have you ever been in a situation where you had an opportunity to do something great and you didn't realize that your brilliance was worth millions? And so when you had the opportunity to be paid for something, you talk yourself out of a paycheck. You talk yourself out of a financial blessing. You say, oh no, I'm just doing it out the kindness of my heart. You ain't got to pay me. God gonna pay me. God is paying you right now. Take it. You have to be open to receiving limitless abundance. Somebody say limitless abundance in the comment section. Number 10, I deserve to be financially successful. I deserve it. I deserve it. You can say it. I deserve it. Yes, you do. And it's decent and in order for you to build wealth. Please do not be mistaken and think that because you have money or because you're building wealth or because you are financially stable, that makes you a bad person, or that makes you less honorable, or that makes you less Christian. Like I don't know why people have in their minds that people who serve the Lord are supposed to be broke. I don't know why people have in their minds that Christians are not supposed to do well. Like, I don't understand it. You can lead God's people and still live abundantly. Like, God gives us the power to build wealth. And so I am of the mindset that if you follow the principles and you do what you're supposed to do consistently, and you are a good steward of what God has given to you, whether it's your gifts, whether it's your talents, whether it's your talent, right? Whether it's your money, your treasure, whatever it is, you are going to be more than financially okay. So stop thinking that you have to live on less to be closer to God. I don't know who this is for. Like, I'm supposed to be focusing on these affirmations, but I just wanted to dispel that myth. God said, I give you. God said, I give you. I give you. I grant you. This is okay. It is decent and in order. If wealth was such a bad thing, God would not say, I am going to grant that to you. There's one of the verses that I love, Proverbs 21:20. The wise have wealth and luxury, but the fool spends whatever he gets, whatever she gets. If you are wise, you are rewarded with wealth. That doesn't sound like God don't want you to be well taken care of. That don't sound like God wants you to live in a cardboard box. Not to me. So I deserve to be financially successful, and you can say that and not feel bad about it. You could be unapologetic about it. Number 11, opportunities for wealth are everywhere, and I am open to receiving them. Opportunities for wealth are everywhere, and I am open to receiving them. You have to stop thinking that if someone says they're going to work with you and then they change their mind, that you need to change your business, you need to change your strategy, you need to pivot. This is a sign I need to. No, it's a sign you need to start talking to more people. You need to move around and continue to be in front of your most ideal clients. I get sick and tired of wait. Look, y'all just saying, I get sick and tired of seeing people who are on track to do what it is that they have always wanted to do. And because one or two people said no, or one or two people changed their minds, they start changing their strategy. No, keep going. Opportunities for wealth are everywhere, and I am open to receiving them everywhere. If I need to look, I did a presentation an hour and a half away from my home. You know why? Because I know that community is wide open. I have some private events that are planned this year, invitation only. If you want an invitation to one of the invitation only events, just put invitation only in the comment section, and I will share with you where the locations are. In case you are like, look, I'm ready to retire wealthy. I want to know all there is about retirement planning. I need support with financial planning, and I want to know if you're coming to a city near me. But the affirmation is opportunities for wealth are everywhere, and I am open to receiving them. You have to say these things when you are thinking, there's not any money around here. There was a woman who wanted to work with me in my agency, and she was complaining about being in the South. She's originally from California, and she's like, oh, people in the South, they have this type of mindset and blah, blah, blah. I think she lives in Georgia. And she was just complaining about people and their mindset in the South. And I'm thinking, like, most of my clients with the highest net worth are not just in the South. I live in Texas. But not only are they in the South, but they're in Mississippi and Tennessee. Most of them. Now, I have some clients here in Texas with the high net worth. I got a few clients up north and a few in California. But most of them with the high net worth, they're in the South. I was like, you're just speaking to the wrong people. You're in the wrong circles. You are thinking that you have to be in one particular city, one particular state for there to be overflow and abundance. And that is not true. There's overflow and abundance all around you. There are over 7 million people in Dallas. I could stay in Dallas alone and be able to get 700 new clients from just staying in Dallas alone, if I stay focused. But if I get distracted and I convince myself that there are not opportunities all around me, then I'm going to do too much. I'm just being honest. So you have to realize, whether you're in a big town, whether you're in a small town, there are opportunities for wealth building all around you. I have a friend that actually told me that he learned what he learned in terms of finance when he had to spend a few years in Mississippi. He spent time in Mississippi, and that's when he learned a lot of what he learned, even though he's from Texas. Do you understand? Opportunities for wealth are all around me. Stop saying that you can't do X, Y, and Z because of where you are and where you're from. Your opportunities are all around you. Number 12, I attract success and prosperity with all of my actions. I attract success and prosperity with all of my actions. You have to ask yourself, what actions are you taking? And if you do not believe that they are attracting success and prosperity, then you need to switch up your actions. Number 13, I am aligned with the energy of abundance. What would abundance do is what one of my previous business coaches would say. She the one that even gave me the abundance framework that I use now. Shout out to her. Dr. Darielle said, you need to ask yourself, I'll never forget, I was on a call when I was coaching with her, and I was sharing with her one of the tough spots I was having in my business. And she said, you just need to ask yourself. She said, Terry, your name is abundance. So you have to ask yourself, what would abundance do in this situation? How would abundance respond? So in that moment, I decided I had to become more aligned with abundance. And I said, I am aligned with the energy of abundance. And it turned into one of my affirmations. Shameless plug. You should always invest in yourself. Number 14, I release all resistance to attracting money and allow it to flow freely to me. Again, stop slapping away your blessings when they are right there. If someone is like, you know what, I see what you are worth, I am going to give you a check, compensate you, give you a love offering. You take that. You take that. And if someone asks you your price, you give them a price beyond what you may actually take for it, because you got to leave room for negotiations. Growing up, I didn't learn how to negotiate. I didn't even think about what it means to negotiate until I started hanging around a friend named Meredith. Hi, Meredith. Meredith Ward did a presentation back in 2020, and it was about negotiation and teaching women how to negotiate in the workplace. And she did this at I think it was at TWU in front of quite a few medical professionals. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I've never been taught how to negotiate. Stop resisting what is in place for you. Embrace it. If you're on the roller coaster, but you know you are on your way up, guess what? You got to stop resisting your blessings. Number 14, I release all resistance to attracting money and allow it to flow freely to me. Number 15, wealth constantly flows into my life in many different forms. Number 16, I am worthy of financial success and security. I am worthy of that. Are you worthy of that? If you are worthy of it, put I am worthy in the comment section. Okay. Number 17, I use money to better my life and the lives of others. The reason that we are able to be blessed beyond comparison is so that we could bless others. It is our duty to give back. But you know what? You can give back with your time, but I'm pretty sure that nonprofit would appreciate a check if you can't make it. You okay? So I am blessed to be a blessing to others. But the way it is on my affirmations is I use money to better my life and the lives of others. Others could be your family, could be your children, it could be your children's children that are coming after you. Number 18, I am grateful for the abundance that I have and the abundance that is on its way. When you say that affirmation, you are making sure that you are starting your day with an attitude of gratitude. Your heart is being set to start the day with thankfulness instead of anxiousness, instead of feeling like you're in survival mode. You're like, you know what? I got abundance now. I live an abundant life now. And I know that abundance is on its way. That's how you should start your day, with a joyful heart, with a grateful heart. Number 19, every day I am attracting more wealth and abundance into my life. Say it like you mean it. Say it with your chest. Number 20, I am deeply grateful for my financial dream team for leading and guiding me to be an excellent steward of my financial legacy. Be grateful for the people that are placed in your life to help you on your financial journey. Everybody should have a financial dream team. I was just talking to my friend in New York about this over the weekend. You should have a financial dream team because you don't know it all. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, whether you're a businesswoman or a professional man, you need to make sure you have a financial dream team, because as your income increases, you're going to need a different type of tax strategy, right? As you get ready to diversify your portfolio, you want to talk to some people who've already done it before. So be thankful for your financial dream team, and it is okay for you to meet with them on an annual basis. If you're not meeting with them on an annual basis, you got to ask yourself why not? Make time for them, and they are going to make time for you. Number 21, together, my financial dream team creates strategies that create prosperity and sustainability of my multi-million dollar legacy. Your financial dream team should be building your multi-million dollar legacy with you and helping you protect it and helping it stay sustainable. So if you do not have a financial dream team, or you're looking to add a strategist to your financial dream team, reach out to me. You can send me a DM. You can meet some of my partners at the Attract Abundance Conference. Make sure you get your tickets, or you can just type the word ready and send that to 903-22 46151. That will give me an opportunity to do a financial needs analysis with you and see where you are. and be able to make recommendations. If you already have people on your financial dream team, but your team is not complete, I'll be happy to give you recommendations. I have an incredible network within the Business Women Building Wealth community and even outside of it. I have great men that I've partnered with as well that you need to get to know. So, with that being said, I hope that you all enjoy the 21 Attract Abundance affirmations that I've used throughout this year and last year, but especially going from 2024 to 2025, that helped me grow my company by 80%. And if you do want these affirmations, make sure you type the word affirmations so that I can send them to you. I thank you for the likes. I thank you for watching. If you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay. If you know somebody else can be blessed by this video, you share it with them as well. I can see likes. I can't see any comments right now, but I thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Adios. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you are watching me on YouTube. I want to make sure that you subscribe to the Attract Abundance and Retire Wealthy podcast. Adios. Good night. Good morning. Have an abundant week. Adios.